Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of two videos we got for you today.
But first, a word from our sponsors. Hey guys, it is so important to get good sleep, especially when I'm putting in extra hours, and Helix is gonna help you do that.
Yeah, you should never skimp on stuff that goes beneath you. Your tires, your shoes, your chairs, and your mattress.
And toilet paper.
And toilet paper.
Yes.
Yeah. And be sure to take the quiz. I took the quiz and I found out I am a midnight. I like a little firmness to myself, so
we got these mattresses ourselves. We've been using them. We can attest to you that they are amazing. Sleep is very important to me, guys, and it needs to be to you. So if you're looking to upgrade to premium sleep, check out Helix. You're going to want to visit helixsleep.com/angryjoeshow because right now they've extended their Labor Day sale. Today is the last day of the sale. 27% off site-wide.
That's pillows, sheets, and mattresses.
All the good stuff. So yeah, check it out. Fill in the blanks, upgrade yourself, treat yourself because sleep is so important, guys. Check out Helix Sleep, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Boom! Helix! And I was sleeping on this last night, and it was so comfortable. This is Glacio-Tex.
It's cooling.
And if you feel it right now, it is literally the coldest pillow I have ever felt right here. And this room is hot. So, Joe, wake up.
pass out.
You're going to pass out. So, yeah, guys. So, you have seen us advertise for Helix before for the mattresses, for the quiz that you can take to see what body type and what's compatible with you. But don't forget, right now, today is the last day of the sale. So, if you're going to get anything to help with your sleep, whether you get a new mattress, a new badass pillow. This one right here is the shredded foam. Me and Alex got the shredded foam.
Look at the memory foam.
Joe got the memory
They're
foam.
both memory
Actually,
foam,
let me
thicker. It depends on how, like.
I like a little flat but firm.
Oh shit, Joe, I like yours.
Hey, give my
I like
pillow.
yours a lot. I like mine too. Yeah, this was so comfortable. When it first came, it was like flat as it was so thin. I was like, this is the worst and most pathetic pillow I've ever seen in my life.
But then it just.
And then slowly it kept growing and growing and growing, and then my house roof popped off. No, so check it out, guys. Last day of the sale, site-wide. Grab yourself some things to help you sleep. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Click the links down below. It helps us out and helps you out with sleep. You're going to need that for the many gaming sessions, long gaming sessions we all go on.
Yeah, and for this first story that we got in the news today.
Which you said it was a light week, right?
Yeah, lighter week. There's some big things we got to talk about, but not a lot smaller.
Smaller news stories.
Yeah,
I think around the August time, or September. I'm not August. September time's a little slower until Broketober hits.
Yeah. Well, I mentioned pillows because I'd rather be asleep than cover the fucking Witcher. I think the series is terrible. I haven't really.
Oh, we gotta do that trailer reaction.
It wasn't even The Witcher anymore.
Yeah.
It was everything but Witcher.
So they're not.
Thank you, Joe. That's the true problem, right? Whether Liam looks like Geralt or he's got that same bravado as Henry Cavill. You can have your own opinion on that, but the problem is the showrunner, the writing, the thing trying to whether they want to stay close to the source material or make up their own shit within the Witcher universe. That was the real problem. So right now there's a teaser trailer. We're going to cover it, so check out our video on that.
Yeah, and so they're just reminding you that this is still a thing, that they paid for all of it and they want it to go on.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of The Witcher or the books or the Witcher games, I don't know how you... I mean, maybe you like everything, and it's one of those things that you don't care.
Yeah.
Some fans don't care whether they just want to see more of their IP, their favorite IPs. They don't care if it's good or bad. They just want to roll around in
and
it.
if something's on screen, it's flashy, and every once in a while there's like 2 minutes of good, and then that's enough.
That satiates them. I would rather people not touch the IPs that I like if they're gonna do what they've done with The Witcher to it. So I don't want to watch this, but we're going to anyway.
We're going to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna force the boys. I've already told them.
Yeah.
So season 4 is this next one, and I think they want to end it on season 5. So I think we're getting 2 seasons with Liam possibly.
Unless no one fucking watched
Unless
it.
no one watches
like last season, and then there's like, hey, we don't want to pay for it.
It's going to be a bigger drop, obviously.
Yeah, because every time they do any season, there's a big drop-off. Exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Destiny 2.
Never played it.
Yeah.
long time.
We know a lot of people who play a lot of Destiny, and even though they're friends of ours, they are stupid. And I wish they would just do better things with their time. And watching them not understand the difference between a circle, a triangle, and a square for hours and hours and hours is I can't do it anymore, Flippy. You got to just do something better with your fucking time. Be better.
Damn,
but
yeah, direct call
out.
Shit.
He had a good weekend. I'm allowed to call him out. All right. Destiny 2 players are mad because they said that Bungie has secretly moved free armor set into this store.
Oof.
So you have to pay real money for it instead of being able to grind for it. And it's a really good looking armor set.
Wow.
And it's $15. And so Bungie needs some wins.
And money.
But so the problem is Sony needs their money because Sony bought money. So it's like, I don't know who's in charge of this, but if this is true, this is real bad.
It is. It's like one of the higher ups is like, oh, that's a pretty nice armor set. That's free? Fuck that. It's not.
$15.
No, you got to charge for that.
Yeah.
That's too good.
It's someone. If someone made that decision, they're completely like they have their head in the sand. They don't realize that
for sure.
Their fans are upset with them about the state of the game, and they just don't feel like they want to play any of this stuff. So. I don't know.
Nah, that's a shitty move.
Yeah, that's real bad. That is everything wrong with the industry at the moment. And if it's in your game and it continues to be, a problem in the game where you're like on the line about whether you want to continue playing, I'd be like, nah, peace out.
Well,
I'm done.
Since they got caught, are they gonna try to do something or just?
Right. The community can fight back,
yeah.
hopefully.
We see a lot of that where they do.
Oh, we're sorry.
Yeah, we didn't realize that $15 was too expensive for you poors, so we're gonna give you something. And people online are saying that it's like they feel like they're being milked dry before Marathon comes out, and it doesn't look like this game is gonna get supported. I mean, it hasn't been supported all that well in the last couple of years anyway, but like when Marathon eventually comes out, they think that a lot of the development will go over that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they never said it was like fully free. That what they said was, hey, we're gonna have the return of the Iron Band PvP mode with new weapons to earn and an incredibly cool new set of armor. And then it comes out and there's an incredibly cool new set of armor, but it's paid instead of thing. So it's like, wait a minute. I think you secretly moved that over.
Yeah, it's not confirmed that it was done, but I mean, the subreddit is not nonstop. It's like, look, they purposely make the earnable armor in game look less attractive. Of course, all the games that do all that stuff do it, but they feel like they're being milked, and they
are.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a consumer, you sometimes realize it's like, wait a minute, I haven't been getting enough bang for my buck. I've been supporting the game for a long time, and this felt like something that they were kicking them while they were down already. So maybe they have Marathon to look forward to, right? No?
Yeah, Alex, I think we're at the point of no return for Destiny, and so we're turning to what's Bungie doing next. And when Alex mentions Marathon, hey, we're sitting pretty, right? Where the future is bright, right? Oh man, that's
gonna be a crash course.
Yeah, and then in the one thing that's making them some amount of money right now, they're fucking that up.
The thing that Sony paid almost $4 billion for.
Yeah, Bungie paid a lot of money to see some positive results.
Yeah. User Skullhorn wrote, the worst part about this is the fact that community sentiment is so low and they aren't reacting. During previous lows, Bungies would overcorrect to generate some goodwill. Go Fast update, Forsaken Silver Bundle, Free Prophecy, etc. They prioritize the community over their immediate revenue stream. They acted like this game was on fire and we were in trouble. I don't get why they are not acting like the game is on fire now, because all of the users clearly think it is. So, I don't know. I think this week, if it blows up in their face, they will do something like, hey, we'll give you something else. We will throw you a bone because...
Give some credits.
Yeah.
Keep it in, yeah.
Republic credits. Yeah.
Yeah, Bungie doing Bungie things. Sad to say, because Bungie is not the Bungie of old that we knew, that we grew up with, because we're old. We're old farts here, who need glaciotech pillows and long sleep
It's
hours.
all a dream. It's all a dream.
I just want to go back to sleep.
You
Seriously,
youngins may
guys.
not understand the benefit of actually a good night's sleep and sleeping on a good pillow and having good shoes and good tires and
I don't
want to
hear this shit no more. I don't want to hear about this
Unfortunately, the
shit.
sad truth is the companies are just moving towards profit over consumers.
Yeah, and they could just be being forced by Sony. Maybe
That's what it is, Joe. Because they
That's what
spend
we
a
have
lot
to
of
look,
money, need to make a lot of money.
We gotta look forward to these indie games.
Yeah.
And there's some good ones.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll pick up the slack. But guys, if you're playing Destiny,
Stop it.
stop it.
Get
Get
some
help.
help.
The
Get some help.
MJ
I love that
gift.
one.
Join us in some, you know what? No, because that's going to burn me. I guarantee you, I'm going to say Battlefield 6, but then it'll be great for the first month or two, and then all of a sudden they say, because there was one keyword one guy said, for now, or something like that, with regards to the skins looking military. Shit, as soon as they said for now, or something about initially, it's either for now or initially, I think he's going to get out of control.
I'm looking forward to that, and
later
I'm
on.
looking forward to Arc Raiders as well. But
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are the two games that we have to look forward
Or just the giant slew of small teams and indie companies that are
Yeah.
making great stuff. And so
Yeah.
maybe the old guard aren't going to be around for very much longer. All right, Nintendo had their Direct this week. Big announcements. It's been kind of quiet from them after the Switch 2 launch. There was kind of a lower amount of games that launched with the Switch 2. The biggest announcement is everyone's favorite, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Are you excited?
To get Bash on again? Of course.
Let's see. If they're basing it off of Galaxy, I didn't think that's surprising. You got a lot of games to choose from. To title it that must mean they are literally going to adapt some or all of that particular story. I never completed it, admittedly. Nintendo games not my thing as far as covering them or reviewing them and stuff. But I did dabble. It's a good game. Yeah. Well, I like that they seem to have a creative vision this time around. It's like, okay, let's take this game. Let's go. Is there any additional details on the plot?
No, not a whole lot
like
was
that?
shown. It was mainly just like the title card showing them. That's like, this is what's happening.
So they're cluing you in on maybe having the Galaxy. I'm gonna laugh if this thing comes out, has nothing to do with the game Galaxy.
The last one had all the characters in it, but all I want to see is a
Tighter script, more heart.
yeah. That's pretty much it. Maybe some few jokes thrown in there, and then we can.
All
Have
right, here we go. Here, guys, the following message that got included with it: new threats, old rivalries. So Bowser's in it, and a battle that reaches the stars. So I don't know.
Galaxy.
It reaches the stars or already in the stars in the game? Because okay, do we jump on? Well, maybe Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi join forces against Wario and Bowser Jr.
Excellent.
Okay. I like Wario.
Yeah.
I really like Wario. So
Jack Black is Wario.
No, you can't
And
play
Peach.
two.
no,
And
stop,
No.
stop it.
And we'll set up this whole thing, and then we'll ignore everything that we set up, and we'll have some. I'm done talking about it. It's whatever.
Okay, hold on. So the film was initially announced yesterday, at least according to this particular thing. This was on September 13th. So he had a few extra words. The CEO of Illumination, Chris Melandiri. So he says, confirm Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Bowser, Kamek. But now we may get a few more. Let's see.
I like Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. I think he did.
Yeah,
He's probably
so-
the best out of all of them.
Okay, well, yeah, it was just he's just mentioned Wario and Bowser Jr. So Wario and Bowser Jr. are the surprises here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. Well, we'll see.
Danny Vito, Warrior. Then I started blasting.
I wonder if this is going to coincide. Like maybe they'll do a new game, try to line it up with a game or something.
Well,
What do you
games
think?
take effort, and the last Mario movie didn't. So, and that made $1 billion. So I
Make
don't know.
everyone mad, aren't you?
Okay, so there's a collection here. Super Mario and Super Mario Galaxy 2 are a collection launching October 2nd.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
But that's this year, so no, it's not going to line up with the movie. But that'll get people all hyped and ready for the future.
Yeah. And so there's a bunch of little announcements. Super Mario Brothers Wonder Switch 2 Edition arrives in spring. There's Stormlands. There was an announcement that the new Resident Evil will make it on Switch 2. What do you think? You think it's going to run well?
No.
Yeah, me neither. So,
Gonna run like shit. Are you
Yeah.
saying the Switch 2 or the Switch 1? Switch
No.
1 is going to run like shit. Switch 2, it'll probably, be fine, but fine.
Fine. Okay. Yeah.
It's gonna be some hiccups.
In that particular fine.
Yeah, and then there's Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade will be on in January. Hades 2 is arriving, so it's a very anticipated game, September 25th. Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics.
What?
Was
The thing that fucking hurt my eyes.
has built a new
I had
headset.
one.
You had one?
Yes.
I only played it in Blockbuster.
No, I had one. Like we found it in a flea market, so I bought it. Then I had to put like a pillow down because you have to lay down. After like 30 minutes, my eyes are fucking hurting.
Yeah, it made me dizzy.
All the red.
Yeah, we would take the city bus, to the far Blockbuster that had a demo one, and it was always sticky. It was just like, all these dirty kids putting their face up. Yeah. But the Virtual Boy Nintendo Classic
I found a news story.
arrives on February 17th of next year.
Okay.
So if you can't wait to get dizzy, you wait till
There
then.
you go.
Kind of in a sneaky good news, Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly remake is happening. And so
Never played it. Fatal Frame is the one where you got the ghosts and you're
take it-
doing the
Yeah.
That's what you're
pictures.
talking about?
yeah,
There's a different one.
Fatal Frame and like Silent. There were some really good horror games.
Because I want
all
to play
came out the same-
remakes of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'll play Fatal Frame.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what happens. So that will be coming out early 2026. Of course, they showed off Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
And then Pokemon Z to A. And a lot of people were really excited about it. And then they started reading some things about it, and they're a little less enthused. There's paid Day 1 DLC that's coming out with it. So the the Day 1 stuff is going to be costumes. And then eventually in February, you're going to get access to some of the super evolutions of these Pokemon. So some of the Pokemon that people have been looking to collect for a really long period of time will be packaged behind DLC.
I'm not shocked.
And then probably the worst thing is you're going to have to compete online with the fucking sweaties in ranked matches in order to unlock some of the Pokemon that people have been after.
When I buy those games, I just want to play by myself. I don't want to play.
You have to be
I don't
online.
want
You have
to.
to pay to be online.
I don't
You have
want
to be
to.
online for 3 straight months.
Is this already a thing in Pokemon where you take it? I just realized it's because they could go ridiculous with the Pokemon. Not only pay for the Pokemon, but then you get the Pokemon and
it's
then
been
dress
a
up the
while.
Pokemon and then get dresses for the Pokemon and purses for the Pokemon and accessories for the Pokemon. That's all paid Pokemon. They could go real crazy if they wanted to.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to go online, play ranked matches to defeat other players. And I mean, some of the people are sweaty as shit.
I just want to relax and have
Which
a good
means
time.
you would have to grind or pay more into the Pokemon to try to come up to their level. Oh, all right. Well, that's depressing.
Yeah. And it gets worse.
No.
Yeah.
No,
it gets worse. This is actually legitimately bad for the gaming industry.
Yes.
Nintendo has patented in-game characters summoning others to battle. Yeah, they patented it now in the United States. I don't know how.
The fuck?
So
how?
I hope that like 100 people.
I hope somebody challenges
fired.
this right away. That is fucking stupid. That is like board games saying, I am patenting
Dice.
I'm the rolling of the dice.
You wanna
if
draw
you
cards?
roll a fucking dice
Gotta draw
on a
cards?
goddamn
Nope.
table, that shit is mine. Give me money, says Nintendo. This is how fucked
How the
Nintendo is, and people
How
just
they
don't
pulled
even
it
bat an
off?
eye. Nintendo sycophants continue suckling on the teat of Nintendo and don't at least say, okay, that's too far. I disagree with this. I think that's fucked up, and push back on this kind of stuff. So, but that doesn't make any sense because there are so many fucking games out there that has these summons in here. I think Nintendo is literally using a shotgun approach to try to take out their rival Power World,
Yes.
right? And so, if they have some kind of legal precedence, if they don't have one, then they're gonna make up one. Oh yeah, this has been here the whole time. We patented it, and so because we patented it, we think it applies here. So that gives them the power to apply it to different situations. Even though there's a game that just came out or something similar in a PlayStation advertisement of a game that uses similar mechanics, and Nintendo's not going after them. But of course, they're gonna go after fucking Power World. So that makes Nintendo like king of the castle and gives them power and and the ability to abuse that power against other video games
for sure.
to crush them, to crush indies, to crush competition, to monopolize mechanics. Fuck off.
Yeah.
That's Madden behavior.
Yeah.
That's EA behavior.
Yeah, and so everyone's concern is the broad language, and so they said the core mechanic for this is a player summoning another character or sub-character in a virtual space, which then can battle enemies or move around the area.
That's every fucking game. That's Magic the Gathering. That's everything.
Well, now Yu-Gi-Oh's be like,
D&D.
White or what is it? Blue-eyed white dragon. I call you.
I call you on the phone.
He's getting his Uber.
No, that's summoning. Uber,
is it?
Nice.
Uber is summoning.
No,
I call you.
I call you. I'm not summoning you. I'm calling you to come to my house and do battle.
Nintendo's coming
Nintendo, and make sure you don't.
He's on his way.
You don't use the teleporter, otherwise Nintendo will sue us.
That's so fucking dumb. How are they able to do that?
Digimon.
Who said yes? And check his bank account. If the judge said yes, check his bank account.
Blades or whatever.
Follow the trail. Follow the trail.
The problem with a lot of these things is we expect people in these bureaucratic positions to be experts, and they just can't all be, right? I don't know how many times.
So you got an old fart.
We've been talking about people. You know, there was a judge in a pretty famous case talking about, was it saved in memory? And the developer was like, yes, it was in RAM. And he's like, and you delete it? He's like, yeah, that's kind of how RAM works. And he's like, you deleted evidence. And it's like, no, motherfucker. And then like he's trying to explain to someone who was there when the VCR was born and never figured out how to use it, and trying to explain to them how some of these things work. Industry reactions have been really poor. And even if Nintendo is like, no, it's this very specific situation, it's not all that specific. So many games that predate some of these things.
Oh, for sure.
And again,
who the fuck granted this? This is U.S. patent number 12,403,397. That's the problem patent. I mean, when you're improving 12 million patents, you're like, all right, yeah, go.
I was going to say, check his account.
Person.
Check his account.
Check the one person who did it.
Yep, let's approve.
Check his bank account.
And if you're upset that Pal World kind of ripped off Pokemon, which it definitely did, where do you think Pokemon got a lot of their designs from?
Final Fantasy was summoning shit long before that.
So I don't know. I don't know how this thing gets allowed. And
okay, here's what Nintendo now holds on. The game runs on a device with storage. You can move your player around in a virtual world. You can summon sub-characters. Think a Pokemon pet or an ally that isn't the main character. If that sub-character appears near an enemy, it fights when told to. If there's no enemy, the sub-character moves automatically until it fights one. Battles can also run on autopilot once the sub-character has been sent in a direction. Basically, if the game lets you move your hero, summon a companion, and have that companion fight enemies, whether directly controlled or automated, that could fall under Nintendo's new patent, and they can come after you for that because some fucking moron idiot decided to approve this patent. This is bad. All right, we should have done breaking news on that one. That one's pretty bad. Now, people, it'll create an uproar, and then these corporations are so smart. What they do is they keep their heads down. Right now, they're in a foxhole. They're keeping their heads down. The criticism will pass. They know the criticism will pass. So calls for change, calls for reversing this and that. They weather that storm. They already know their targets. They know their targets. And they're like, you motherfuckers, the clock is ticking. And in a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, that's when they fire all their weapons. And they use this patent. It says, we've had this patent for multiple years. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And by then, it's too fucking late. So this has chilling effects on the industry, on smaller studios. It's bullying. It's manipulation. And it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I mean, and there's people, of course, defending Nintendo because their whole personality is Nintendo, and it's fucking weird, and I would suggest you find someone else to worship or something. But a bunch of, lawyers have gone out. Like, just look, I mean, Windows Central did one where they went through with patent attorneys, and they're looking at some of these things, and they're like, hey, some of this language is far too broad. Yes, some of it's specific, and it's not going to apply to all situations, but in no way should this patent have gone through.
Okay, so how do we move forward from here? Well, Yeah, I mean, developers need to actively monitor filings from industry giants, and we need to challenge the patents that overstep. But when one is granted like this, it creates more problems because in order to challenge, you're putting yourself at risk. And a lot of people don't have money to go up against, Nintendo
Yeah, they'll just
lawyers.
bleed you out, and then
and shit
it's
like
over.
that.
Yeah, I
They'll
mean,
just take you to court. And
according
wait it
to
out.
But so you can still make a game, and then when Nintendo comes after you, then you have to make that case in court, and eventually it could get reversed, or you can be provided an
drawn out.
excuse. But it doesn't mean that patent will be revoked from Nintendo, and they're like, yeah, we might have lost this battle, but now I'm gonna go over here and fuck over Alex instead of Joe, and try the same thing there.
But we just can't. I mean, according to this legal review, this patent would fail under even mild scrutiny. But that's not the point. And then it's talking about how expensive it is to fight Nintendo. It's like
Prolonged legal action.
You just can't do it. And they're like, hey, I know you're right. You know you're right, but you still have to fight me for it, and you can't afford to fight.
Yeah,
They got
that's
deep-
exactly what it is.
They got deeper pockets.
I fucking. I'm going back to bed.
It's all a dream, I swear. Alex said this is all fake.
Yeah, this is pretty recent. This happened just this week. We're going to have to see if people want to fight over it. And if Nintendo wants to go after some of these people. Obviously, Nintendo's probably not going to go after Sony when they make a new game that, a JRPG that uses these things that predate the Pokemon. But if you're an indie developer, you got to be real careful about some of these things. So just steal from Dragon Quest the way that Pokemon did, and then I think you should be fine because Nintendo doesn't seem to give a shit about that.
They still would.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like,
right.
no, we stole from them. It's like,
You're
no,
right.
no.
You're right.
That's
They still
ours.
would. All right, that's what I got for this one. Joe, you said you found one?
The sweet embrace of a good pillow and a good bed to help me ignore bullshit.
shit.
Yeah, fuck. I had one. Okay. So I found it. So, tying in my passion at tabletop gaming, check us out on Sundays. So, Blood Bowl just announced that they had a third season. It's third edition. I love Blood Bowl so much. I think it's one of the best tabletop games that Games Workshop has ever made. I think it's like a 9-10 territory. The full game is like 11 on 11, and it takes like 2.5 hours, something like that. Me and the boys have played a version that's even faster that we like, that's 7 on 7. But a new version is coming. It's season 3. They're making a bunch of improvements. I do hope that it speeds up the game. I've got every single team except for 2, and the 2 that I don't have are going to be in the starter set. So it perfectly lines up. You're getting the Khemri team, which is the Tomb Kings, and you're getting a new team, the Bretonians, the guys that are well known for knights. Now, missed opportunity here. There's not little horsies on the freaking pitch as there had been in the past. Because in the past they had a unicorn on the Amazon teams, and they had like bull centaurs. But the reason why I bring this up is because at the same time that Blood Bowl 3rd edition is coming, and just recently announced in a video, that Blood Bowl 3 video game wants to let you know that they're continuing to improve, and they have vampires now. So they're slowly adding teams to Blood Bowl 3, and they've got something called the Eternal League. So the game keeps improving, but I mean, this thing, they're on season 10. Jeez. And now the game is starting to be what the game should have been at season 1. And this is why, when my policy is always get it right the first time, where things have gone from overwhelmingly negative to positive or somewhat positive.
Well, they want you to be paid game testers because you have no self-respect for yourself.
Ugh. This shit just bothers me so much. And we had to fight, obviously, to get them to remove all this bullshit. And they did remove some of the bullshit. But I just hate it when you have to do this kind of stuff. So, whereas I was so excited about Blood Bowl 3, the video game, because I thought, oh, man, this is going to be great. I'm going to play with Alex, I'm going to play with Joe, play with our community, we'll run tournaments and stuff. And when it came out in the state it did, I was like, absolutely not. I'm not supporting that. And it makes me hesitant to support it even now when it's in a better state. So get your game right the first time. And honestly, I'd rather play the tabletop We got cool little miniatures. I even got this unfoldable stadium. So when Blood Bowl 3
Sweet.
comes out next year, I think sometime late next year, maybe me and the boys will play a few games and to show you the hobby and the tabletop. But combined story, both the physical is getting a new edition, and the current Blood Bowl 3 is on Vampire Season 10, and, you know, a lot of these DLC teams should have been in the base game, though, in my freaking opinion. All right, well, that's all I got for this one. Like Alex said, a little bit of a light week, but we have more. We have some good ones in the next one.
Big ones in the next one.
So check out part 2, and thank you to our sponsors, Helix, which all three of us are currently benefiting from better
mattress,
better
and pillows.
Labor Day
sleep.
sale. Today's the last day. Check it out.
And
Look up some cool stuff.
Last day today to get the % off. So grab
It is
yourself
very-
something nice,
it's nice and
like
cold.
this. This was what?
The memory.
The memory,
You're
and mine's
shredded.
the shredded. I'm actually really liking your memory, but I also like the shredded. See, I thought that the shredded would have like a bunch of different pieces in there. It doesn't
Oh,
feel like
no.
it. It doesn't feel like it. So, all right. Anyways, check it out. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.